Hello. How is everybody? We're prepping to go live. Just as a little FYI, tonight might be our last live in the evening for a little bit of time. We're still working out some vacation plans, but I'm planning to possibly travel. Originally I was going to try to record a lot of content before I went. I don't know if I'm still feeling that same desire to do that because we're in the middle of a shadow ban, and sometimes not posting for a few days, believe it or not, is the best thing you can do for your account. Kind of taking a vacation. So for a couple days, there might not be any content from this channel. And I don't think it's going to hurt us. If we had kept some momentum, that would have been fine. But we've been getting beat up lately by people who just don't like what I would like to say is the educational truth, if I'm being honest. And anytime anyone wants to come step up, they can step up. But most of the times when I see people try to step up, they have to lie. They have to cause untruths to make themselves feel better about themselves. We have over 470 videos right now, close to 500 videos in our playlists that a lot of people can check out while we're gone. But I think we're going to take a couple days off from doing lives, especially, maybe even posting. I'm going to see tomorrow, like if I think something needs to be dealt with more on an immediate, like someone really needs an answer immediately, we'll do that. So the playlists are really good now. We will probably go over it as I promised earlier on, and start to make, I don't want to call it duplicate, but similar themed videos for different playlists. If you guys want a new playlist, a certain kind of playlist, let me know. We can make the playlist. I am all about trying to help you guys out as much as we can. And at the moment, that's all I really got for you all. As far as announcements go, I'm kind of looking towards some time away. You're not actually first here. It's just one of those nights where we're slowly building steam. And that also has to do with our shadow ban. And at this point, there's no reason for a shadow ban. It has been a frustrating few weeks, so I'm happy to take a little bit of a break. Alright, you were the first one. Little sub Shelly's the first one. You're the first one to comment tonight, so there you go. But yeah, I'm gonna take maybe, I don't know how much time I'm gonna be away. It won't be terribly long. It'll be no longer than I'd assume a week from tomorrow. You guys will probably see pop-up videos in the meantime, but not going live, not posting as much will definitely help our channel bounce back potentially. So I'm pretty excited to take some time off. My throat's been bothering me a lot, and I figured it'll be good for me to step back a little bit, let my throat kind of heal. We have a lot of videos in the cooker, so in Free Hugs and Spanks, we have 29 drafts still. You guys keep me busy. So it's almost like the slow times have been able to help me kind of keep up. So I have some things to put out in the next couple days. I'm feeling okay. I'm just a little tired and a little sore. It's weird to think not posting every day because I'm such a habit now. We have really built Free Hugs and Spanks. So Free Hugs and Spanks was at 600 at the beginning of the year. It's now at 1,100. And that's continuing to build. And that somehow the shadow ban is now on all the accounts. So at some point, TikTok decided to ban everything I was, shadow ban everything I was doing. Too much controversy. Too much controversy. And that's okay. We've dealt with 1,000 shadow bans. We'll survive this one. But this one's timed perfectly for me to take some time away and relax. So I'm pretty excited. What's a bop house? How do I know if we are shadow banned? That's actually a great question. So, typically speaking, I can tell by the performance of some videos, performance of how things are going. So, perfect example. For a while there, we were on a great stretch. Not one of my videos was under 300. We were getting thousands of views. Which for a channel that handicaps itself by putting all of our materials at 18 plus is really good, because we're going for a smaller section. We even got a couple that went to the tens of thousands. And then we had the whole thing about active consent and implied consent and assumed consent. And we got attacked. I got outed. And right after that, we had the whole trad wife thing. And I'm sure that some of the trad wives hated the fact that I called them out. So they disliked our videos and they said not interested, and all of that kind of tricks the system into thinking that we're putting out something that's affecting people. So they give you a shadow ban, and it's supposed to be, I guess, like a timeout for you to kind of maybe even rethink what you're putting out, which I typically don't rethink anything. I usually take it as a way to spend some time off and rest my voice. And I'm getting off of doing a lot of events in a row. And like, I'm not tired per se as a human being, but it's always good to kind of recharge your social batteries and who you are and get away and just have a few days of fun. No, it's a shadow ban's not okay. So a shadow ban is something they do from their side to limit your reach, because they're potentially thinking that you might be causing trouble, or you did something and they want you to deliberately understand that you've got to behave better. It's not a warning. I haven't violated anything. It's that people were upset at me. So what they do is they down throttle your profile, because I didn't do anything wrong, and it's just the opinion of a few people. And usually you get these coward groups that will do it, like 20 or 30 of them, and try to go through your videos. This channel has gone through such wars that we don't even get videos pulled anymore. For us to have a video pulled, either one thing was said that it didn't like in the algorithm and a human has to review it and go, no, that's fine, or we had to really kind of go over the line. The other day, no. It wasn't the other day, sorry. Like 3 months ago, I was dealing with something in my tire making a clicking sound. So I went back to my car when my phone was in my hand, and I was like, oh, let me check this. And I put the phone down, and I was just driving in the parking lot with it live, but I wasn't even holding it. And they pulled the live video and said I was performing dangerous stunts. So that's just some of the things they'll do, but what are you going to do? You just live and you learn. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting, and sometimes from what I've seen, shadow bans also come from just interacting with other people, certain other people who cause a problem. Not only will you get a shadow ban, but they'll get a shadow ban. And I guess they're probably trying to stop people from fighting because they don't want this on this app, which is weird. Because remember the whole men's mental health situation where it was like a moment of silence for men, and like women were screaming, playing loud music, they were making a joke of it? I didn't find that funny. So I actually put I wasn't interested. And I shit you not, TikTok flooded my stream for 2 weeks with videos about that. Like, it was rage baiting me. Like, I don't want to be involved. Look, I'm a dude trying to do the best a dude can do. Be the best a dude can be. And I ain't trying to make anyone mad at me. I'm serious. That's just it. I'm trying my best. I try to stay away from those things. And they can be at times upsetting. The same thing with kink shaming. When you hear something you are that you can't change being attacked, or you being attacked for something you can't change about yourself, it sucks. It leads to depressive thoughts. It makes you feel bad. And yet TikTok's fine with flooding my inbox, my For You page with that. Good evening, Birdie. So it's a good time for me to take a break. We have been going strong since we hit 10K. We're at 11K. We're going to be talking about the TED Talk soon. Putting out for it. I want to do that before September too, before whatever is going to happen to TikTok happens to TikTok. So that's going to be one of my August goals. But right now I'm tired. I need a little bit of a break. So I hope that you guys can hold it down while I go on a little bit of a break, a little bit of vacation. Plenty of content for many of you to go through. Just check out all the playlists, because a lot of times most of you haven't seen things. Like I still get some of you commenting on videos from like 6 months ago because they get a second life. What'd you do today that was scary? Birdie and oh, it's not about taking time, it's just about taking time away. You know, I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, congratulations. How'd the live go? Hopefully you got a whole bunch of people. I do think right now the whole trad wife thing stopped getting views, so that's gone away. And, oh, that's nice. Good job. I think the whole trad wife thing is calming down enough that I shouldn't get too many people inboxing me. Oh, it doesn't matter. It matters that you find the right people who need that message in that moment. I've always said that. Whether I have 1 people or 300 people watching me, I always try to give a good show, concentrate on all the people, and have a great time together. Well, I've told a few people when they sent something to me, I was like, I've said what I said. Here's the video, because now I can just find the video. And I've been like, you know, I've been pretty clear, I think. Like, I have outlined how I felt. So, no one can feel like I haven't covered it. And there's a moment where you're beating a dead horse. Because there's a difference. Like, I don't mind talking 1,000 times about anything kinky. We get a lot, and this is the thing I'm battling uphill against right now, is the enthusiastic consent. Someone must be out there giving bad advice. And I'm going to get it, so the people getting it are going to hear it, and they're not going to come here because they don't want to have it. No one wants to have an actual conversation about things. They just want to have it their way. But if we can educate people on when it's bad, it'll take care of itself. Yeah, I hope people enjoyed it. It was mainly body doubling to help people. Cool. A little sub Shelly says exactly. So that's really all I got for you guys. I want to hang out, so if you guys got a topic, let me know. I'm here for it. Not even that tired tonight. I'm here for any talk you guys want to have. It just sucks with the Shadow Man, because you never know if your videos are going to get the love they deserved. I mean, generally speaking, most of the ones that I've ever wanted to really hit hard and kind of be seen have always like kind of failed to get what I wanted out of them. And the ones that I'd never expect are the ones that get the ridiculous amount of views. We had one on Free Hugs and Spanks, and I think it was just me just pointing at a comment someone made, and it just hit. Hold on, I'm trying to look it up now. Let me see. So, let's see. 17,000 views.
That's the goal.
So this is the whole video.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
And that was it. That was it. 17,000 views. All I'm doing is this, saying that's the goal. And then there are other ones that are more important. I put out one today talking about how our roles aren't determiners and you still have to communicate with someone and negotiate with someone. You can't assume something just because they have a certain role or honorific. That one will probably get like 15 views. And that's one that I would really want. Let me see. Let me see. Let me turn this down for a second. Okay, here we go. Nope. Disappeared on me. Okay, let's see. So the one I wanted to get views, actually it didn't do too bad, 385. So I'm happy about that. We had a safe word one. I had a sounds different one. Then we had one community versus local community, where I kind of re-updated it. That didn't get anything. And sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason for why one gets more than the other. Let's see if we recently had any big hits. I start counting it as a big hit once it passes about 1,000. We had one that was 610 and 530 recently. But I mean, when you realize we have 10,000 followers, the numbers should be a little higher than that. So it is definitely not an easy trial up. Yeah, we haven't anything go over 600 for a while. Looks like it was like 2 weeks ago we had one. But it's all about putting out as much as we can, having those playlists in place for all of you. So, and I appreciate that you should repost it, but I'm not even sure reposts really do much as I would like them to do. But I still try with other people, so I'm more happy that we have all of the it's not what I wanted. That we have all of the hold on. There we go. All the playlists put out nicely. I actually got to move the flags. We even updated with some flag videos we've done. It amazes me because there's always something to talk about when it comes to kink. Yes, reposting is where it is. No one reposts my stuff except one video about Powerwolf. Well, if I see your video, I will repost it. How's that sound? I'll help you out. Well, it says that they think they did that one. Okay, so what do you guys got as far as a topic right now? What do you want to talk about? I think one of my top ones that I'm constantly making videos was with the Stitch, and even though Stitches are getting no views now, TikTok clearly doesn't like it, but every so often people will be like, oh, my weird fetish, oh, my weird kink. I hate that. It's not weird. What we're doing is not weird. It doubles down on it being the vanilla mentality, and they're doing it just to get views. Earn the views like everyone else, jump up and down in a tight shirt, men included. So, what do you guys got? Who has something they want to talk about? See, we usually by now would have like around 10 people watching, so we're not getting spread as widely as we normally would. I feel like some people like any dom feel like any dom is the right dom or any sub is the right sub. It's usually a newer thing or an abusive thing. Newer people don't know what they're looking for yet, so they're just excited to join the club. And abusive people are just playing with anyone they can play with, and because there is a sector of people who know how to play until a point, and then people disappear, or they're just collecting notches on their belt, as it used to be said, and it really sucks that way. You're finding, I don't call it high quality people. Let's just say quality people. It is sometimes difficult. We are puzzles. You have to find the right pieces. I completely agree with that, and it's true. It's how things fit. Can you talk about the difference between age play and age regression in your opinion? And I feel like we did this the other day. Sure, I can do that. So the difference between age play and age regression, well, age play has age regression in it, for the record. So people do age regression to become younger versions of themselves at a different age. So they regress back to a simpler, I always say, like, look at it like a computer. Every year you have a backup file, and it starts to run the earlier backup files. And a lot of that can lead to healthy and very therapeutic things, because age regression usually is, if I'm not mistaken, a result of some sort of trauma. And while we always say that BDSM is not inherently sexual, it's also not therapy, but it can be therapeutic. So a lot of people who do the age regression do get an opportunity to kind of express something, relax, and feel safe in a way that they couldn't have at an earlier age. So age play is just the idea of having your mentality. Like if you're not age regressing, then you're acting a younger age. And again, it could be kind of fun to let your hair down, to not be in charge, and to kind of be taken care of, because a lot of times that goes hand in hand with caretaking, and someone kind of just, treating you like their little one and really taking care of it, and taking care of you. And I think that can be a beautiful dynamic. It's part of Power Exchange Together. It was brought up in our last Power Exchange Together, where we were talking about the power of submission, and will be the next Power Exchange Together classes I probably perform both here online and in public. I kind of went without doing it in July. I feel July is just a bad month sometimes for events. I feel like turnout is lower, it's hotter, and people are going out on their own. I think we'll do one in August. Might be that one, or definitely in September in person, but we might even get to another one, because we're definitely taking off this week. No class this week. Next week, we might have a class. I have to still see how I am with the vacation and how I'm feeling. But we'll definitely have one, because I believe we're almost into August already after this week, because we're halfway through the month at the point. So let's see. Calling this up. So, well, we probably have time. We'll get one more class in. And that might be a cool one, because our last one, I think it was a pet on the 9th, yeah. So this would have been a cool, the 23rd would be a pet, and the 30th would be a cool class. So, and then we're into August. So yeah, we only have just about 2 weeks left in the month. No, we don't touch on it because it's fiction. Goran is just fiction that people took it too far. It's a cult. We don't talk about cults on this channel. Cults fall under religion and we don't touch it. It's nothing good. That's what I say about it. It's nothing good. No one should follow it. It was deranged fiction. And I'm sad that it still comes around. It's like a bad penny. And it's always someone bringing it back up to take advantage of people. That's never been brought up without someone being behind it trying to take advantage of people. Convincing people that they're props, not humans. Sorry. I'm looking through our other channels. So does anyone else have something they want to talk about? Well, it was a novel first, Lilith. It all started as, it's all fiction. The Goran thing was complete and total fiction about a different planet. It basically took leather and made leather, which at the time was problematic, and made it toxic. It is someone's, like, Clockwork Orange idea of kink. And every so often someone tries to bring it back, and they're usually people who are very toxic. I have never seen anyone who wasn't toxic try to bring that back up. And it's like anything else. They try to repackage it. Well, it's not all bad. It's great if you're the one in charge. Does anyone else have any other conversations, comments that they wanted to talk about? I believe we've hit the official 30-minute mark, which we always agree to do on this channel. Hi, first time here. Just curious about the lifestyle. What are the top 3 things to keep in mind as a new person, I assume was what you're asking? All right, so top 3 things. Here we go. 1, consent matters more than anything else. And to get consent, you have to go through a process. I teach it as diaper. Did I ask permission extensively with representation? Extensively means going over risk profiles, play profiles, medical profiles, hard limit. And you should just have limits, and going over aftercare, pre-care needs, having bigger conversations where you negotiate everything out. Someone should be able to explain what they want to do to you, or how they see it, using new needs, expectations, and wants. You guys will be new acronym. You can learn how to build great scenes for each other, or with each other, I should say. Number 2, have safety protocols in place. You can use the red light, green light system. You're just going to use safe words. Red light, green light system, of course, is using the classic colors from the red light, green light game as a kid, or street signs to determine it. But with the red light, green light, you can actually add things on, like a purple light for emotional problems, a blue light for medical conditions, and a orange light if you think something isn't going right. You can also put into that when you're being gagged or you can't necessarily communicate, because a lot of people will go into subspace, have trouble actually talking. So you can do things like hand gestures, and I'm going to teach you something I use and have used for decades now. Teach your submissive that anytime you put your fingers in their hand, if they don't squeeze, play stops. Really simple. It's not intrusive. First couple times you do it, your partner's going to think about it a little bit, and then it never interferes again when it becomes habit. You can also install into your submissive's hand, the person you're playing with, a clicker, a dog clicker. Find it at any pet store, Walmart. And now they can make sounds. Number 3, get an education. You're not going to get a quick 3 answer things. Those are the first 2. You really want to know stuff, and I hope you do, honestly. I think you'd really benefit for spending some time on my profile. Why? Because my profile, since we got 10,000 people to follow us, now has these cool playlists. And we've made those playlists to be super educational. At the beginning of this very video, we talked about how we have almost 500 videos, but what's cool is they're separated into different sections. I would suggest starting with BDSM 001, watch all those videos. And then you're like, okay, I want to keep going. Go to BDSM 101, and you'll be like, oh wow, this really went above and beyond. And then when you're done with a 101, look around. There's a safety one. Take a look in the safety one. There's a consent one. Look in the consent one. Continue down that path. I have been studying this lifestyle. I still go to plenty of classes, virtual and in person. I am always trying to be part of the bigger conversation with other people. And I'm so happy and thrilled to be able to have supported people and taught about the importance of consent, which is number one. But it is not a getting to know something over one day. It's going to take weeks, months until you really feel like you're starting to know something, and you should never give up on that. As our lifestyle's language evolves, things are learned. We're learning. Perfect example. I remember when I first got started, suspension wasn't really a thing. And then in the late 90s, it was the early 2000s, suspension started to really become popular. And suspension's been popular, and now people are starting to have the wear and tear of suspension over the last couple decades. And now it's becoming a little more dangerous than anyone thought it was, as people have been left with real problems. Also, I've seen our lifestyle be betrayed. Oh, our lifestyle's not safe, it's dangerous. Dangerous and not safe are two completely things. There's dangers in a lot of things, and a lot of things we do are quite dangerous, but doesn't make it unsafe. Someone who knows what they're doing can generally do everything we do in kink without occurrence or problems or any issues coming up. And some people will say, well, accidents happen, but did you know that they no longer call them accidents when it comes to car crashes? Because a lot of times there's no accident involved. It's carelessness. It's someone making a mistake. So now they're incidents. So we should treat everything as an incident. Did you accidentally hit someone where you didn't want to, or was it lack of skill? Like, I've had a laser light go into my eye and I couldn't focus and I hit someone. But even that, was that an accident, or should I have backed off and been like, well, can't see, and backed off? This doesn't make me a criminal or a bad human being. It just taught me a lesson that sometimes you have to stop it, even if it's mid-swing. And since then, I've been a lot more mindful about that. I'm a lot slower, and I don't let my frustrations blow through. We all make mistakes. As long as you're not violating someone's consent, then a mistake that you might make on your part, even if it was something you could have avoided, is a learning lesson. And we all have bad days. Someone sneezing and hitting in the wrong spot and you not being able to catch that they sneezed, that's an accident. But someone wiggling their butt when they know you're trying to aim, well, that's on them because they wiggled their butt, and you got to have that conversation. Hey, when I'm aiming with such an implement, I need you not to move because I don't want to chip a bone. Because some of the bigger implements can chip bones. You're very welcome. And like I said, there's so much to give. There ain't enough time in this video to give it all, not even a taste of it. But that's a good starting point. There are a lot of videos. I love the fact that we now have those playlists, because now you guys can enjoy those playlists. You can be part of it. You can learn, educate in your own time, do it in your own space. Get the questions, ask the questions in the video, and guess what? You're going to get me to come answer them, whether it be in a video on another channel, because we have 2 other channels that are currently dedicated to answering people's questions that come to this channel. We do about 5 videos a day. We have almost 500 videos in our playlist right now, and I have made, I think the last time we checked was close to 4,000 just on this channel. So that is the information I got for you. I'm glad you found me too. This way you can learn, and one day hopefully share it with others, and we continue our tribe-like history and education, because we really are very much a tribe of outcasts, because they've determined that we are not normal. Not that we aren't, but they think we aren't. Go do your thing. See you soon. Thank you for stopping by and giving a great question that allowed me to stretch my educational brain. So what else we got? I'll never understand why people show up to videos and go, hey, Dolly, go, hey, aren't you Steve? And I'm like, the fuck is Steve? Does anyone else have something they want to ask? Please hit me up. I'm going to step off screen for just a minute. I'm going to mute my microphone, but I will be right back. Who the hell is Scuba Steve? Sorry, there was actually lightning above my head and thunder, and I was waiting for it to pass. It was pretty loud. It actually shook the windows. So I was letting it pass by. Have found some gook on my hand. So how are we, everybody? Is anyone else? We got about 20 minutes to have a conversation. You got time? I've got time, I should say, to answer anyone's questions. So hit me up. What do you guys want? Does anyone want to join us as well? The floor is open. I'm here for it. Just looking to see if any of our other channels had anything come through. I will tell you what, while I'm waiting for you guys. It's been a perfect time for a scream. I'm sorry you felt like you needed to scream. And who the hell's Scuba Steve, Lilith? I hate the fact that I've been like, for the last now going on 2 years, I've been trying to get myself in better shape, slimming down. I am always hungry. Sometimes I succumb to cravings, have the ice cream I shouldn't have, calorie up on a day, and now I've given up caffeine for the most part in a very big way for myself. I used to be one of those, like, drink a 12-pack of soda and not even think about it. 800 grams, 600 grams of why did someone just send me a sticker? It's just weird. I'm gonna get rid of this one. If you guys want to message request me, please really send a message, because I'll delete it otherwise. Okay, let me see. So what do you guys got? Anyone have anything they want to share? Good topic. Just tired. I'm sorry to hear that. I was thinking on going, so I am going to. I was going to ask about a bunch of misconceptions today. Go for it. I will do what I can to correct the misconceptions, if possible. Don't mind me, I'm just checking something. Just checking something. Oops. Just looking. Go ahead. I'm here. Hit me up. I'm just looking to see if something. I was looking for something in particular. All right. I did see what I wanted to see. What do we got? Waiting for the question, as it were. Am I missing it? You guys can still see me, right? There's been a lot of thunder in the last couple minutes and lightning. I just want to make sure we're still on. The other day, this thing stayed on for a few minutes without me noticing there was a problem. All right. Assuming is misconception. I just made a video about that. I don't know if it hit, but anytime you assume something, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because if you assume something, you're now not confirming. It's so easy to just ask someone something. Hey, did this mean this to you? Hey, what do you think of this? So take the time to have the big conversation. So we don't really have anything on the other channels. So where did Dolly go? I think we lost Dolly. Oh, no, I did. I think Dolly. I can never tell who's still here. Doesn't always tell me because it shows. It'll tell me that there are people missing. Like right now, I see little sub Shelly, Lilith, and Birdie, but it says 4 people are watching, and I don't know who's the person in the background. So we do have, it's hard to tell, but I'm not really pushing too hard for this to be an hour. But all right, I think I'm all caught up, which is kind of sad because I'd gotten used to opening up my my tabs, my TikToks to like 20 to 50 things being said. That's also how I know we're on a shadow ban right now because the things have gotten less. That would be me. Hi. What would be you, Carrie? Oh, the person I can't see. I get that. Yeah, sometimes it's told me there's 0 people watching and I literally have 4 or 5 things. I love looking at the NASA photos. Your account is private. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So you'll come up as a viewer in my tally count, but you not necessarily am I going to see you as someone in the actual audience. I gotcha. Or it doesn't even show you maybe sometimes as a viewer. All right, I'm going to give this about 5 more minutes, and then I might head off. Depending on how I'm feeling, I might show back up on Free Hugs and Spanks later if I don't have anything else to do. I'm waiting to hear back for potential plans. But anyone have any other questions? We are close to the end of the show anyway. We try to keep them down to an hour in case we want to repost them or something like that. And we had a pretty good talk about playlists today. So when I'm on vacation, if I have an extra bit of time, I might download the video and upload it just to give you guys some content while I'm gone. I appreciate everyone who showed up. We're ticking down here. I might just start saying our goodbye in a minute. Because I don't honestly remember exactly when I went live today. I know it was around 7:30. I can't remember if it was exactly 7:30 or 10 minutes after or a few minutes after. Sometimes I'm smart enough to write it down, especially when I know I want to keep it, but I can also feel my voice getting tired. Still wants to recover. I had done a lot of things in a row, and that's really what it was. All right, I'm going to start wrapping this down. Maybe see you guys later at Free Hugs and Spanks. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Remember that BDSM is not inherently sexual. It is mental. We think about it, we negotiate, we communicate. We talk about our playlists, our play profiles, our risk profiles, our health profiles, and we even go into the very important needs, expectation, wants of every scene. And when we've gone through it all and we're ready to use the diaper to make sure we don't get shit on ourselves, did I ask permission? Extensive representation, we ask for consent. And only through consent is power in played. I want to thank you all for being part of tonight's program and to stay kinky, my friends. Now, I'm always told to wait a few seconds, like 6, I believe, because there's some sort of delay, but who's got time for delays?